Hey everybody, it's Ryan Hickey. Happy New Year. Hopefully it's an enjoyable one. And speaking of starting a new year, right? Starting a new chapter in our lives as we enter 2021. Did the Eagles really help their future? Did they get off on the right foot in 2021 by losing the game on purpose, essentially tanking and putting Nate Sudfeld in over Jalen Hurts in their final game against the Washington football team? Or did they actually hurt their future? Did they help their future, hurt their future? Comment below. Let's hear your thoughts. Because for me, I actually think they hurt their future. Now, sure, mission accomplished, right? The goals of tanking is to get the highest draft pick possible. So they put their best option to win the game, Jalen Hurts, on the bench in order to lose that game. If they won the game, the Eagles would have been drafting 9th in the first round. Instead, they lost, and now they're drafting 6th. So mission accomplished when it comes to getting a higher draft pick, sure. Here's why I actually think they hurt their future by making this decision and benching Jalen Hurts in the fourth quarter. Because the Eagles' number one priority this offseason isn't getting a high pick. Their number one priority is figuring out their quarterback position. Is it going to be Carson Wentz in 2021? Is it going to be Jalen Hurts in 2021? What are we going to do with the quarterbacks? Because right now, honestly, that quarterback room is very, very toxic. And I would be shocked, to be honest, shocked, if both Carson Wentz and Jalen Hurts are on this Eagles team in 2021. Here's what I mean though. We'll start with Carson Wentz. Because as we know, right, there's a report by Chris Mortensen on Sunday morning that reiterated that Carson Wentz is going to ask for a trade this offseason. He is going to want out of Philly. He is going to do his best he possibly can to maybe start anew. His relationship with Doug Peterson is fractured. He wants to start over. So if you're going to trade Carson Wentz, don't you want to first see what you have in Jalen Hurts? Don't you want to say, all right, before we make this life-altering, franchise-changing decision to move on from a guy we paid, we thought could be the franchise, wouldn't you want to see what his replacement is capable of before making that call? That's why it didn't make any sense for me for the Eagles to replace Jalen Hurts in the fourth quarter with Nate Sudfeld. Like, you have to have every opportunity possible to evaluate who Jalen Hurts is. Can he be your guy going forward? Because you can't trade Carson Wentz and then wonder, I wonder if Jalen Hurts is the guy. I guess we'll find out. You have to know he's a guy because you don't make that trade without having a backup plan in place. So if you feel confident about Jalen Hurts in 2021 and being your franchise quarterback, being a competent starter, it makes trading Wentz a little bit easier. But in benching Hurts in the fourth quarter, this is what I don't understand. You don't allow the opportunity to get every single data point possible to learn about Jalen Hurts. He's only made 4 starts in his career. Sunday night was the 4th start of his NFL career. There's not a large sample size there that allows you to think one way or another, he could be our guy. So sure, you can make the argument, oh, it's only one quarter. It's really not going to change the outlook and the future of how you believe, whether or not you believe in Jalen Hurts. But I disagree because every quarter is important. So sure, Jalen Hurts didn't have a great game in the fourth quarter, really the whole game against the Washington football team. But what if in the second half, he led a comeback? What if in the fourth quarter, he led the team down to a game-winning touchdown drive? Maybe that changes your theory a little bit of, hey, maybe Hurts can be our guy. Maybe we can trust him going forward, and trading Carson Wentz gets a little bit easier. So you didn't allow that opportunity to find out every single data point and get all the information possible to make an informed decision whether you want to trade Carson Wentz or keep him. And speaking of which, if you do go down the route, if you trade him, or if you keep him, I should say, we just talked about what happens if you trade him. If you do want to go down the route of keeping Carson Wentz, well, don't you want to see how much you can get back from Jalen Hurts? Because let's be honest here, right? As we know, Carson Wentz, his history with backup quarterbacks isn't really great. Nick Foles in 2018, when he returned after coming off the Super Bowl, he was a fan favorite. Everyone kind of wanted Nick Foles to be the quarterback. There was a divide in the fan base. And Carson Wentz was basically constantly looking over his shoulder the entire 2018 season, basically wondering, hey, is Nick Foles going to come in here? Is he going to play better than me? Am I going to get benched? So I don't see Carson Wentz being under contract, not want to be a backup, also coming into 2021 and what they were basically going through 2018 all over again, right? Accepting the fact that, hey, Jalen Hurts is going to be here. He's going to be the guy, but I'll always be looking over my shoulder because guess what? Just like in 2020, I got benched. Maybe in 2021, if I don't play any better, I'll get benched as well. So I don't really see Carson Wentz signing up for that situation yet again. So if that's the case, you're going to trade Jalen Hurts. Again, you don't allow teams to get the most sample size, the most information possible to get the most return back on your trade. So that's why, to me, I don't understand it. Sure, mission accomplished, you get a higher draft pick. But the bigger priority for the Eagles is figure out the quarterback position, and they failed, in my mind, to do that on Sunday night, get as much information as possible. Whether it's Jalen Hurts, whether it's Carson Wentz in 2021, you have to have all the information at your fingertips in order to be able to make an informed decision. And that's where, personally, I think the Eagles failed. Tanking, I can go either way. I don't really mind it because it happens everywhere. We just saw it on the national stage, and that's why people are more upset. But the bigger priority and the bigger injustice is not figuring out all the information possible in what you have with both Jalen Hurts and Carson Wentz, and that's why, for me, that's why the Eagles failed their future. So I'm curious your thoughts. Again, seeing that they benched Jalen Hurts, you think that was the right call? Do they hurt their future, or do they actually help it? Comment below.